I was speaking to a musician today. She wanted to know the specifics, and I said, let's start with a whole note, 1 second, a half note, half, quarter. I said, what speed can you produce? And she said, an eighth. And I go, okay. So she did understand what I was saying. And I said, because she was asking me what I was doing with my fingers on the side of her head on the sphenoid. And I showed her, and I didn't bring a cranium, but the sphenoid, anatomically, it's called the bat wing. Because if you look anterior to posterior, it looks like a bat wing, right? And the top of the outside of the wing is the only external place you can access this bone. Okay. The only other place is inside the mouth at the end of the top row of the teeth, straight up. If you feel that little thing that's called the feet of the pterygoid. So why this bone? Last time I talked to you, I said, I'm a weirdo that believes that's the first cervical.
Mm-hmm.
So you could get into these. When you were a kid, did you ever watch Indiana Jones movies? They're always searching for these things, the Ark of the Covenant, this holy chalice. What if all that is bullshit and this is just anatomy? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I say to people, I'm not talking about belief systems, but when you look at the other languages of things, in the middle, if you take this out and you look at it laterally, there's like a cup. And sitting in there is who we are on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Floating in a fluid in Greek called Christos, the Christ. I don't believe in coincidence. So I'm looking at things written thousands and thousands of years ago that line up with anatomy.
Yes.
Written into the sulfur bonds of the DNA and all three of the ancient languages is God is inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
As an artist signs his painting, the
Yes.
creator signed his creation inside of what's making us every second we're alive. And I feel good knowing it's just a song at 528 hertz, the perfect C. So you're wondering about all this stuff and these notes, all 22, there's only 22 bones of the brain, but you need to be able to see them in all three planes of motion, X, Y, Z axis. When you see this stuff, right? First, just seeing, it's like a puzzle. Most people are afraid of everything inside because they've never looked at it,
Mm-hmm.
right? But looking inside the body can be horrific. So I took anatomy images with each of the cranial bones being a different color. People don't want to see brain matter. You understand what I mean? Just
Yeah.
visuals of what the stuff is, but not a head opened up. So, but looking at that stuff opened up and taking symbology and looking at all these